Hello. Hold on. Can you hear me? Okay. Sorry, I just saw something insane on Reels that we're gonna talk about. Sorry, I had to film, so you guys were in filming mode because you guys are the film. This is also not the right mic. This is the new filming mic. You guys haven't seen it yet. There we go. But it's out of the way now. I like having things that I can move. Like that was one of the things that I wanted when I got this PC set up, was I wanted everything to be movable so that if I need to use this desk for like projects and things like that, I can do that. And I'm very glad that I've been able to do that now. I really like set this up well. But anyways, originally I was going to start this stream by talking about how the month of December also hates me as much as I hate the month of December. So you see, because I made dinner, I made some pasta. I was going to make soup again tonight. But I didn't defrost any of my normal like turkey or anything like that. I have sausage. I should have defrosted that, but I didn't. Instead, what I had still was more salmon. So I was like, let me just make like a pasta and then I'll just toss the salmon in there. Then I get some protein. Arguably, I made too much pasta, but I was finishing off a box of fusilli that I have had open for a while. So I was like, let me just finish that off. And then I was like, let me toss some spinach in there because I have my chopper. So I just took a cup of spinach, okay, and I put that in the chopper, and then it kind of like it chopped it perfectly, okay, because I love my chopper. I'm gonna use that chopper thing every single day, okay. And then I was like, you know what? God, there's like little baby salmon bones in this thing that I have to keep. I don't know why they're here. Even when you get like a boneless salmon where like they've pulled them all out, sometimes they're still little ones. They're small and flimsy enough, which is why they probably miss them. That like they're not a choking hazard, but they're not fun to eat. So I try and pull them out when I can. But I was like, you know what? I also have a big thing of Parmesan. Let me crack open my Parmesan thing, and I'm gonna grate in some fresh Parmesan to my pasta. Tell me why the December curse has begun. Forget just the sads, okay? No, December also broke my cheese grater. My good spiral cheese broke it. Cracked the plastic. Will not work. It's useless. It's a useless hunk of plastic now with a rotating bin in it. Chill. You got my socks. You're not getting my food. You're just not. I need to plug in the tree. This is the problem. Oy, oy, oy. Huzzah. Forcing whimsy. Ignore my butt. If mods see that, if you guys clip any of my butt, because sometimes you guys do that, we're deleting those. Yeah, we talked about how the albino alligator passed yesterday. I was sad. Postmas is going good. The only place I haven't posted today. Did I post on Twitter today? I think I did. I did. I posted on Twitter. The only place I haven't posted yet today is Substack. So far so good with my. Also, I love that sweater. Thank you. It's from, I think this is Madewell. Yeah, it's Madewell. They have really good knits. I actually got this for Vegas 2023. I have a lot of sweaters from them. I like them a lot. Stop. Also, I didn't check them this year, but Madewell, in my opinion, has a lot of really good sales. Thank you, Baudo, for subscribing. You won the Swell Grand Prix. Hold on. Thank you for subscribing. Madewell, if you can find one of their sales, like they regularly do like 50% off whole site sales, and their stuff is like really good quality. It is more expensive Old Navy. Fully is, but I like the colors they use better. So I also have a lot of good jeans from them. They have good jean manufacturers. Madewell is owned by J. Crew. So, like, it's a lot of the same manufacturers for J. Crew. So, I like their quality a lot. I posted super late last night to Substack, but it doesn't have to be a full post. It just needs to be something. But I do have quite a bit to write about, so I might do a post tonight. I don't know. But, They were into your F1 Xmas tree. Thank you. I'm into it too. I haven't had a tree in 5 years. It's doing pretty decent on the TikToks and the like, so that's fun. Also, the more I've thought about Sunday, chat, the more I've thought about Sunday, the more I'm convinced I'm gonna be disappointed. As Lando's my driver. I am not rooting for him for the championship, but I have decided if he does not manage to win the championship this weekend, I'm gonna be disappointed because really it is his championship to lose. Truly, like he just needs to get first or second place. If he is losing, it's because he is actively has to like try to not win. Is it third place too? If he comes in third, does he still win? I found out we can't have real trees in my building, and I'm a bit disappointed. I've never had a real tree, but I was interested in it. Everyone's interested in a real tree until you remember spiders exist. And also those things, when they start dying, they just like getting them, they just like drop all their pine needles. Okay? They drop all the needles. And then when you're trying to take it out at the end of the season, you just have a trail of shit throughout your home. It's like they're fun in theory. In practice, nightmare. Nightmare. Truly. Lando is milking this for YouTube views. Yeah, that's what. Fire hazard, exactly. Hey, Amanda. Just finished watching your Las Vegas Grand Prix, and I agree with the F1 Academy commentators. My husband and I were in the Hello Kitty grandstands during race 1, and we cringed every time those misogynist assholes spoke. Thank you, Kitty. I'm glad you agree. Did you know that Connor Daly, IndyCar driver and apparently F1 commentator, saw that video and agreed with me? Said I made fair points. It really is super funny because he is so used to being like every time I hear about Connor Daly on Twitter, it's because he did something salty, like with a fan who didn't even tag him in anything. I didn't even realize. So he was like, he acknowledged, he was like, I was not a part of the F1 Academy sessions, but I know what she's talking about. And I was like, yeah, I was talking about the other two. I didn't even realize you were in those. So that's really funny. I thought it was funny. I've never had a real tree. My mom was allergic to the smell. Oh, interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Lisa, my stepmom, she was not my actual stepmom, but she was in my life for so long. We called her stepmom, essentially. She, because of her treatment for cancer, it would go, her sense of smell could get super heightened. It was really interesting, actually. I don't know how much studies have been done on the effects of cancer treatment and chemo and the like on like what your body, like how your senses change. Because I do know some people, their sense of taste totally changes. But her sense of smell got so sensitive with like literally everything. So there would be times where like pine trees, nature didn't always do it, but there was like, it was like the most random things sometimes that would like make her super hypersensitive to the smell, you know? My migraines could never. Bought 2 for our house. It's a nightmare. 2 is crazy. Are they different? Like how big are they? He posted a team farewell post. Hang on, did I see it? Okay, hold on. I'm bookmarking this post because we're going to go back to it. Best ever race finish for the team, best Indy 500 qualifying, and best race result for the team. Most points scored by a driver for the team in a season. Tied for best qualifying result for the team. 17-5 against teammates in race finishing positions during my time with the team. My time with the team. Extremely proud of what we did together. Thanks to the folks that put it all in the hall work. Wish we had a chance to continue putting the pieces together. Insomnia, a big one for the entryway, probably 8 foot. 8 feet is too big. I'm sorry. That's crazy. I mean, can I be totally frank? I mean, honestly, if I wanted to stay with the team and I got dropped, this time family, friends, and race cars, and of course the folks working with me behind the scenes to make sure 2026 is the best year yet. Never give up. I think he's getting something next year. I think he's doing something, definitely. it off. I'm ignoring him. Hermes, don't bark at. He's barking as if like that's gonna do something. Truly, like he's like, bitch, give me your food, and it's not going to happen. Why be Frank when you can be Amanda? Mind you, apparently Stingray's manager is Alex Rossi's dad, from my understanding. I mean, one of the main reasons I love IndyCar is they're messy bitches there. They get to be messy bitches. I love when I'm watching the Indy 500 and fuck off, actually. I trimmed the hair on his ears because his ear hair was getting really long, like the actual fur like covering his ears. So I trimmed it back, and he looks like he has a bob, like a fuck ass bob now. You were at the top one. Let's go. Like, I need Hermes. I need you to chill out. No. Ah. 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 Woof. I'm sorry, the way he's joking. I'm ignoring you. You can bark at the wall. No, this is my dinner. You're not getting any. It's so dumb. Have you followed any of the Lane Kiffin story? I have not. But the thing I love about, I I want IndyCar decorum rules. And sometimes they're too passive aggressive in F1 sometimes, Too many European sensibilities. Too many sponsor determinations. I'm going to lock you out. Knock it off. You have socks. You have toys. Go find one. Woof. Oogity boogity. Go away. Your food is downstairs. Everything is fine. It's all good, Hermes. Love you, bro. Connor's a real one, but he must be cool about being replaced with a pay driver. Yeah. I mean, it's never good. He came back to IndyCar at an interesting time too, I think, because he was out for a bit. I think it'll be interesting. We'll see. We, chat, are antagonizing him. He can't read. You're fine. Hi. But no. As far as, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I think there might be something. Who knows? I'm excited for this season, I will say. ML, this is the problem. I'm not doing Christmas. No one's getting gifts because I'm not going to any holiday parties. I am unsubscribing. I am abstaining from Christmas. I don't like the holidays. I don't like Christmas. I'm not religious. I'm a villager fully, not this time of year. At this time of year, I'm this close to being a mean bitch. I'm very sensitive. I'm overanalyzing everything. My anxiety's really high. The best thing for me to do is focus on myself, really lock in on projects, keep myself busy, and expose myself to as few of my friends and family as possible. Because I'm a mean bitch at this time of year. And I've just finally accepted that. That's okay. It's okay to acknowledge in adulthood that the big holidays are like sometimes a mess. For me, it's Christmas. The month of December is just a very sensitive time. So no one's getting Christmas gifts. My baby cousins, if I get invited to something with them, they're all getting F1 cars. Easy. They're all the cost. I'm forcing them to all be into cars. It's happening. So yay. Same, honestly. I also choose to opt out. I did that in 2023. Honestly, my best Christmas was 2023 when I decided I was going, because Lisa had passed. So, for those of you who don't know, holidays very political, back and forth with my parents being divorced. Not a good way to, foster a love of the holidays when you make it like on a schedule. Okay. Also not religious. Religion was used as like a punishment, not like a way to have community. Not a good way to foster religion. What else? The church we went to most of the time was not even our like church. It wasn't our denomination. We were Roman Catholic. We went to a Methodist church because they had a daycare that my parents could afford. So like, religion was interchangeable in my home. If I think if they found like a what's another religion? Like if there was a mosque with the daycare, I'm sure, because both my parents worked, I'm sure we would have been doing that. But then, in adulthood, I've lost a lot of family members around the holidays. Like a lot of people have passed away. So I just, 2022, Lisa passed away Christmas Eve. A few years before, my grandmother passed away Christmas Day. Just not a good time of year for me. Hermes is yelling at the neighbors. So what's another religion? I had to think for a second. Because all like the Christian denominations went to all those. If my friends had like an overnight thing, like a lot of my friends were Christian. I had a lot of friends that were Mormons. I went to a bunch of stuff with them, like all over the place. Like I'm really interested in a variety of religions. I love learning about new religions. But attachment and like kinship with religion, not a thing that I'm afflicted by. Not really. So many Christmas Day deaths. Yeah, so it's just not a fun time, So 2023, I fully was like, fuck this. I'm not going to do this. And I fucked off to Key Largo by myself. And you know what? Worth it. Was a good trip. I watched a lot of Reacher. It was raining a lot. I was the only one in the adult pool because every other person that was at that hotel was a family. And so they were always in the family pool. So I was the only one ever in the adult pool. Also, I think everyone thought I was a home wrecker in training. So they just avoided me. It was fun. It was great. I enjoyed it. I wish I did that again, but I'm on a no-buy year. So I can't do that. You cannot tell someone they're having a manic episode. In my experience, it never goes well. As soon as I figure that out, let me know. If you figure it out, let me know. And Christmas, usually around Easter. Yeah, like if I end up being with someone or like once more of my friends start having kids, I will be, Mrs. Claus. Like I'll sort that out, okay? When like the village needs me to be a Christmas person. Right now, the village, I can fuck off. The village is cool with me fucking off right now. So like I'm fine with that. Christmas Eve, I'll probably do dinner at my aunt's restaurant with the babies. Maybe, we'll see. But even that, it's kind of always like a, do you guys have nothing else to do? Yeah, come on by. It's like one of those things, I got 75 Jesus-related texts on Thanksgiving in 15 minutes. That's crazy, actually. Working on it. It sounds like a great time. Wifey and I do 1 year on, 1 year off with my family, and the years off are so chill. Yeah, see, I feel like if I end up in a relationship with someone who's like has like a family that's like really into the holidays, I think that like could be something. But also with love, my family as a whole, we need to be away from each other for extensive periods of time, Like love my dad. Right now, he does things where I'm just like, I'm gonna go now. I love when, like, my dad's been doing this fun thing because he has money now, okay? We were broke for most of my life, okay? To the point that I got free college, okay? My classes in junior college were totally free chat because both me and my dad were so broke. But now he also has YouTube money. And because he's in the finance niche, he makes more money than me. So every once in a while, he like if I do something he doesn't like, he's like, I'm going to take you out of the will. Like, that's like a real thing that he says. And he's not joking. And I'm like, do it. Go ahead. Give it all to Grant, my brother, okay, and see it be gone in like a year. Go ahead. Do it. I don't care. I make good money. I don't need your money. Do it. But he keeps doing that where he's like, I'll take you out. Remember when dad took me out of the will for blocking him on TikTok? If you do that over me blocking you on TikTok, do it. Because that's all. I want you to explain that to your lawyer. I want you to, my daughter blocked me on TikTok. Do it. Go ahead. I don't care. It's like you also have money. Yeah, it's like he forgets and like he makes more money than me. He knows that fully. But I'm like, yeah, okay. Give the house. He has a house now. He thinks that's something. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. You have a house now. Great. Give it to Grant. Go ahead. Like with love. Like I would rather rent for the rest of my life than let you hold anything over me. And like it's kind of funny because he does that to me while also knowing I cut off my own mother. Like, Dad, why are we playing with fire? Like with love. Like I don't do that. It's like, do you want me to cut you off too? Like imagine if I did that all the time. Because I cut her off. He saw. He was there. Ha ha. Like, dude, what are we thinking? What are you doing? You want to play the game? I've already won. I already did it. I've played these games before, okay? You know that. This is a Worms moment, yes. You think this is a game? I think he also just gets weirder on the holidays. I mean, he doesn't like to admit it. To wait around for inheritance. Yeah. I'll fuck off to Japan and relocate before then. Please. It's underrated, honestly. Yeah. Why do they automatically start doing the things that they hated about adults? I don't know. It's crazy because, like, for example, okay, my dad, for when we were growing up, this is a good rule. I do think this is a solid rule, especially for like, it's very common for people my age to like still be living with parents right now because of the current economic climate here in the United States. Other cultures, obviously, it's very common for like well into adulthood until you're married to like still live with your family. But my dad, the moment he turned 18, his parents kicked him out. Fully kicked him out the moment he turned 18 while he was still in high school. And so for me and my brother, the whole thing was after we turned 18, we could live at home rent free so long as we had jobs and were working towards or had a degree, which I do think is a solid rule. It's like, yeah, you can I won't make you pay rent, but like you do have to be doing something. Like you have to be. So like when I took a year off between my second associate's degree before university, I was like, I went to my dad and I was like, hey, I have the job at the coffee shop. You saw I have 2 degrees. I'm going to give you a real shot, but like, I'm going to still, like, the plan is university still, but like, here's this. And he was like, yeah, of course, you got the 2 degrees. Like, my dad knew I wanted to go back to school. I still want to go back to school, but like, I think that's a fairly solid rule. How my parents approached it as well. Yeah, he was like, yeah, you can live at home rent free, but like, you got to be doing something, you know? And like, I worked at a coffee shop. I didn't have like I wasn't like, there was no upward mobility with the coffee shop. Not really, you know. But like he didn't want me to be a lawyer at home, you know. But I could have lived there for most of my life probably if it weren't for lockdown when we both started working from home and I was gonna murder him, you know. With my parents for my second degree didn't pay rent, but I did provide respite care for my grandparents. Yeah. During lockdown when I was still there after I left the coffee shop, that whole year of 2020, in a little bit into 2021 because I moved out in January of that year. All the streaming services I paid for, and then the Wi-Fi I was paying for because I was using the most of it at the time, obviously, which I was fine with. It was like we called that my rent. It was like maybe in total, like with all streaming, maybe $300 a month. Maybe if that, like very little, but like I also like my phone bill I was paying for myself, my health insurance at that point I was already paying for myself because I was on my mom's and I got booted off because of Obamacare, whole thing. My car insurance, my car payment was already paid off. But like things like that, like things that were mine were like I was already handling, you know. I was staying with friends in Italy last week and they mentioned that their parents were angry that they both left home around 30. Crazy. Yeah, no, it's like if it weren't for lockdown, I probably would still be living with my dad. I really can see that. I always wanted to live on my own. Always wanted time to live on my own, like, because I never was someone where I was like, I'm gonna rush to get married. I was never one of those people. But I probably could have gotten married and like still been living at home. Like truly, I do think that I wouldn't have done that. But like in theory, my dad was never gonna be the one to kick me out. I was always gonna have to be the one to leave because we were kind of like roommates at that point. But yeah, I was gonna murder him. I was gonna kill him. He was driving me crazy. Oh, I just made my folks set up their own streaming services. Very gratifying. Yeah, recently my dad wanted Paramount Plus, and he was like, hey, do we have that? I was like, we did. I got rid of it. He was like, why'd you get rid of it? I was like, because I was the only one using it and I don't live at home anymore. You have to make your own account. He's like, now he's like trying to get me to walk him through how to do it. I'm like, go on your desktop or your phone. Because he wants to watch Landman. So he's like, I need Paramount Plus. I'm like, okay, figure it out. I'm not paying for that one. Like, I still pay for the streaming services. Netflix I pay for, HBO Max, Hulu. What's another one? Peacock, but he doesn't use Peacock. I think those are the only three I think he has access to of mine. Apple TV, I made him get his own. Mm-hmm. The reason with the degrees, because I went to junior college, my dad's whole thing was like, degrees don't expire, credits do. So like, that was why he was like, you need to have a degree. Like, even if it's a degree so like one of my degrees is a degree for transfer because I was going to go to university with it. That was the whole point. And then the other one is a communications degree. So, and only watch CBS. I administered all those accounts for nearly 10 years, 100%. I didn't move back in with my folks for a part of grad school. Like, there was a possibility, like, when I was having issues with this apartment for the renewal, there was talk of me maybe moving back in with my dad for a little bit, me and Hermes, just till I found another spot that I liked that was, like, within reason. And honestly, the thought of that stressed me out beyond belief. I love my dad. Now that I have Hermes, it's like he's such a psycho that it's emotionally, like, it would be like me being confined to my room at my dad's house, you know, because my dad is Rosie and Hermes does not get along with Rosie. And it's also Rosie's house. So like, I'd be like, yeah, we have to be in the bedroom all the time. So it's not fair to Hermes and it wouldn't be fair to me because I would just be in the room the whole time, you know? I love Hermes. He's my goblin. And obviously, like, the rent here worked out, but, like, the way it handled, I was so irritated by. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at other options for 2020, the end of 2027, because I'm here till October. Okay. So, this is what I saw when I was scrolling on Reels before we started. This is from Explain. British aristocrat Sir Benjamin Slade, 79, is searching for a wife, and his list of demands is wild. Yes, he looks exactly as you think he would. Okay? Would you guys like to hear? Baudo, for me, 2. For me, it would be 2. Because, like, everyone in my life, even my friends that are religious, I've made very clear, like, hey, I'm not religious. So, like, 2 in succession, think that's fine. Okay? Get it out of your system. I'm not the one, but get it out of your system. You know? You're patient. Thank you. British aristocrat Sir Benjamin Slade is searching for a wife. He's advertised in newspapers, joined Tinder, and tried reality TV. But he has strict requirements for the lucky lady. You ready? You guys ready? I think I need to understand, like, what the context of the Jesus text is. Is this like Jesus will save you? Turn your life to Jesus? Like is that it? Or is this like, I just feel like there's not enough Jesus in people's lives? Like what is the nature of these Jesus texts? Must be a good breeder. At least 20 years younger. No Scottish women. That seems prejudice, frankly. Must be able to have sons. He wants 2, an heir and a spare. No communists or lesbians. The lesbians one seems unnecessary to say. That's been the second time lately, actually, that I've seen that, of like a man explaining, I don't want a lesbian. And yet the other dude that explained it was this white guy that's been living in Japan. He went to Japan to get a girlfriend and has just been living there and he can't find a girlfriend. Have you guys seen these videos? And he was like, the problem is there's too many lesbians. But then he just describes Japanese women that have friends. Like they have girlfriends. Not like they're dating them, but like they find joy in their friends. That's what he described a lesbian as. Like a woman that doesn't want to date him and has friends. So I'm wondering if this is the same definition. Okay. No drug users or heavy drinkers. No Scorpios. I didn't even see that one. Guys, I'm out. I was already out. But like no Scorpios. I'm being discriminated against. Needs a shotgun and driving license. Helicopter license, a bonus. Able to manage 1,300 acres, estate, and 2 castles. I would do that, but I'm a Scorpio. I totally could manage an estate like that, but alas. I also feel like you'd call me a lesbian and probably a communist. So, ideally over 5'6". Okay, well, I'm out fully. I'm 5'2". No women from countries beginning with I or with green in their flag. Do you mean just say Ireland? You already said no Scottish women. Just say no. I'm assuming you're talking about Ireland. Yes? What's the other? Would Iran also classify? What other? Iceland? What do you mean starting with the letter I? This is insane. Is this real? He's a baronet, by the way, if you're wondering. I think this is just so he can be like weird and prejudiced without sounding too bad. No eyes are green in their flag. What? Of $100,000, I would consider it. Yeah, no, seriously. Gross. I think he means Indians and Irish. That's crazy. Italy? Oh, Italy. Iran and Iraq, maybe? India? Yeah, this dude is from the Middle Ages. He's 79 years old. Please let this be rage bait. I mean, it might be. He might just be bored. I feel like at 79 years old, if I'm still like publicly single and like super wealthy and eccentric, I'm going to start doing shit like this just to piss people off. Like, this is a good way to get some media press. Like, this sounds like something that like a PR company cooked up. It's like, listen, we need to raise your profile again. No one cares that you're a baronet, you know? Wants a breedable wife. Yeah, he wants sons now, which is wild. Like, because, like, by the time the kid's 4, you're 80-something, you know? Like I don't know. I feel like it's irresponsible as a man at that point to start having kids at that age, frankly. It's, like, because the kid's not going to be in your life. You're not going to be in that kid's life. Sounds like King Harry. Of his most recent kid? Oh, yeah. Um, he's 83. With that one, yeah, I think he had it with that one girl. Had the kids with that one girl. Who, like, I remember when it was announced that they were dating, and um, they were like, she's like 29 or something. And her friend came out and it was like, she's not a gold digger. She just really likes old guys. And like, it was like her whole dating history was like dudes in their 70s and 80s. And like, some of them didn't even have money. I think her type was just older dudes. He wants a legacy. Like, see, low key, frankly, for this dude, he like has a title and money and castles and shit. That's what we like. So many men have like a pack of gum and they're like talking about a legacy, you know? Like this dude has something, you know? He has something to take care of these kids with, you know? I mean, have a type and celebrate it, lol. People are saying that Anna Nicole really liked that old dude she married. I think she loved him in a way. And she also got nothing, I think. Favorite F1 Yapper. Hi. Good. We're talking about a old guy that was looking for a wife. He said no Scorpio, so I'm excluded. I'm excluded for several reasons, but the Scorpio one is the one that took me out. I need LA to get this fruit fly epidemic sorted. I hate these things. I have a bug zapper. I recharged it. They're too fast. They're too fast and they're too small for the bug zapper thingy. It's determined by the male, so yeah. You need a gun? They're too small. Oh, God. No, Hermes can't see them. They're too small. You guys, they're fruit flies. They're tiny. They're like they're like a millimeter big. That's it. They're tiny. Hermes can't even play fetch. Hermes is a small dog. His hand-eye coordination doesn't work. He thinks every dog and raccoon and possum is like a dog. He thinks every baby is a dog. He's really bright sometimes, and other times he's really silly. Let's see. Yuki made a statement today, chat. Hand-paw coordination? Yeah, it's bad. Yuki made a statement saying that he was disappointed, but he's going to be back. He's going to fight for his seat back for 2027. And, like, I think every driver has, like, engaged with his posts. Even the breaking news post about him leaving. Like, a lot of them engaged. Like, he's loved. I'm glad he's pissed, and I'm glad he's acknowledging he's pissed. If he just said, like, goodbye, love F1, you know, or something like that, even though he was staying on the grid, I'm glad it's clear that he's upset. I think that's necessary. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry, I just saw the most racist shit. Sorry, I'm reporting something. Okay. I reported an account that was being racist towards Yuki. Never mind. Excuse me. That irritated me. Like, I love F1, but God, sometimes these fans drive me up the fucking wall. From your TikTok and asked my friend, how you doing sport? And she cried. How dare you do that to our man? They're so often so racist to Yuki. And it's very weird. The one I just saw was a kamikaze joke. Like, hoping that he does that. So, I reported the account. Superimposed on Bin Laden's head. Pretty shitty. Yep. Boop. Okay. Sorry, checking email alerts right now. I think I'm able to go to my building's holiday party this year. Let's see. Any Yuki merch to buy? Yeah, so I got the piece of bodywork that should come tomorrow. That's signed by him. And I got from a racing supply company one of the 22 Red Bull Yuki shirts. That's like the workout shirt for the team kit. And then one of the polo shirts. That's it. That's like the team polos that's short sleeve. They have that long sleeve Red Bull shirt that he wears a lot, but there's no 22 on it, so I didn't buy it. Yeah, everyone's mentioning the Red Flag podcast. I mean, it's not that it's not just that I want Yuki merch. I want the Red Bull Yuki merch, which, hang on, let me see. I'll check the Red Flags pod. I'll check their stuff. I've met those guys. They're nice. I store, shop all. Franco Super. I swear to God, these goobers. One of them was on an episode of Madam Secretary, and so when I met him, I was like, "By the way, I loved you in Madam Secretary," because I'm an asshole. He was a good sport about it, but I am. It is funny. Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. Yuki's in the. Okay, we got Yuki's barbecue, and he's in the Red Bull stuff. I don't want the V carb stuff. I want the Red Bull stuff so they never forget what they did to him. Yena's in Abu Dhabi. She said if she finds one for me at the race, she will get it for me. So poop. Yeah, I got his shirt around my birthday. That was his name on the back. What I want is the Red Bull hat with the 22 on it that Nicole Piastri has, that both Max and Yuki wear right now. But it's not. Your smile is one of the sweetest things I've seen today. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, that's the hat that I want. It's not available online anywhere. I can't get my hands on it. Apparently, it was super limited run. And so I'm like, I'm hoping it's at the GP and Yenna can get it for me. I saw that one site that does jerseys and they have Suzuka Japan ones with Sonoda and 22 on them. I have to get one of those at some point. They don't have any teams on them, which is why I didn't get one now. Yeah. I guess it would be Furious Motorsport, the one that does the jerseys. I don't want... I'm going to be totally frank with you guys. I hate how those things look. I hate the material they use. It's often the cheapest material possible, and it drives me insane. It's not comfortable. You guys, when it comes to clothes, even merch, that's why I put so much money into the Reese collab when McLaren did the Reese collab, because it was like good quality shit, you know? And like it looked good, you know? Like I don't want something that feels like a costume unless I'm making it, you know? Japan is really good. I'm going back to the Japanese Grand Prix next year, by the way. I've decided it's happening. I don't care what black magic I need to do to get me there. I'm going again. It's happening. Girly Pop Go needs to make more money. I need to get it to make more money. That's a work in progress. But it's gonna happen. So. That's good to know. I just know what they look like from the pictures. If I ever go to Japan, I'm gonna look for Yuki merch because I'm betting there will be a ton there. That's where I got the Yuki Bear. The Yuki Bear is from the Japanese Grand Prix 2024. Did I have 3? I think I got 3 Yuki Bears. Someone got, my friend Hannah got 1. Did I have a second one? Still? This also is from the Suzuka circuit. This is a plush steering wheel. Wow, wow. Okay, very fun. I may have donated the other Yuki Bear. Is what I may have done. Yeah, I think I either gifted it or donated it. Both are plausible. So I don't remember if I donated it. You guys wouldn't remember if I donated it. I think I gifted it to someone. I gifted a lot of plushies and toys after the fires, chat, because obviously children lost everything. So I donated quite a bit. I think I gave the Yuki Bear to someone. I think. I know I had 3. I have a photo somewhere of me with 3 of them in my suitcase. The second one for the fires, I think. Okay. I think I donated quite a bit. I know I don't, like I had a Kong. I donated my Flurkin. I donated my Pluffle. Not my Pluffle. No, Pluffle. Yes? I donated quite a bit of my goofier toys that were like toys, you know? Anything you keep branded in Japan in June. Absolutely everything is Shohei Ohtani branded, though. See, I had trouble finding Shohei stuff. Where I had a lot of luck, though, I love going into bookstores and the like when I'm in other countries. So, like, I actually found quite a bit of Yuki magazines and things like that. I think I bought 1. And then at Suzuka Circuit, they had a ton of Yuki stuff because they had the giant Yuki cube, which maybe that's what I should do, is I should go through that footage and, you know, re-edit some things for Girly Pop Go TikTok. Hermes. Call the thrift stores because I know there's gonna be some there. Funkos. I don't like Funkos. They're ugly. They're ugly. I find them ugly. Ugly. Ugly Funkos. When I was a kid, I used to like, as I was growing up, I was like, wow, these are so cool. Like, I'm going to be one of those cool adults that has like walls and walls of Funko Pops. And then I got older and I was like, wow, I actually don't like how these look at all. Like, it's actually crazy. Thanks for the 25 bits. Adulting is a trap. All right. True. True. Has single Funkos. I have a friend that has walls of Funko Pops. It's crazy. As long as she grew out of it. TJ Maxx have a few. I saw George and Lewis hats last year. Too soon? No, it's fine. I'm just going to head up to the thrift stores. I only generally like a Funko I have, but it's like if I have a few, I have a few. If someone gets me one is like a bit now, that's one thing, you know. But you know, I'm not going to be, you know, hunting them down, you know. I think a few Funkos are cute and most are ugly as shit, which is funny because I have about 20. Also, anyone in the chat, if you ever go up to Seattle, go to Everett, they have the Funko headquarters, and it's amazing. Yeah. We have the big Funko Pop on Hollywood Boulevard. I used to live near it. And I was always like, oh, I'll go in there. But every time I would try and go in there, the line would be super long because they do, like, the custom Funkos. I used to have a huge Funko collection, but I've downsized to only keeping the ones I genuinely like. Mood. I'm, like, really invigorated in the concept, again, of downsizing again. Not like buy much, but like I do want to go through and like actually downsize a few things. I'm looking for videos. Decorating an apartment with a panda? Why do you have a panda? Oh, it's dubbed. Is it actually a panda? I don't think... This is the AI dubbing, so I don't know how I feel about that. Monstrum. You guys want Monstrum so bad. I'm so worried about like the big channels like that because we got that copyright strike. I don't want to risk Monstrum. Monstrum is too big of a channel. They're like a conglomerate. Sorry. No. No Monstrum. You guys can watch Monstrum on your own time. Last year on my boyfriend's birthday, I just set a rule on not getting us any figures. I know we're nerds, but also, I mean, I have a couple of Mau Mau figures that I've bought this year that I've allowed myself to buy, which I'm not going to do more of, I decided. I like the ones that I have. They're silly and goofy, you know, but like I'm reinvigorated to save more money again, especially with the holiday time. I'm sure I'll go to a convention or I'll be in Japan next year and I'll lose my mind and be like, I need to buy this. But like overall, we shall see. A giant plushie Mothman on Instagram. And I feel like it would fix me. It was the size of a 3-year-old. OMG. Have you watched Hazbin Hotel? No. I have not. I am selling things. Mood. I do highly recommend The Purge. I cannot tell you how many times I've been surprised by how much crap I have when I just get to the urge to go through my stuff and donate what I don't want anymore. That's fair. Bum, bum. Let's see. to a guitar acquisition phase, and it contributed to an ending relationship ready to sell. I just recently was reorganizing my little pet shops and was just like crazy to see how many types I have. Like, I collect magnets, and like I used to collect mugs, and so I think that's why I've kept on like a lot of mugs that I just straight up don't use, that are like too small for me to be functional for me. And like those I should get rid of. I really should, you know? So I don't feel, what I need to do is go through my socks actually and get rid of a lot of socks. This one reminds me of the rock bottom episode of SpongeBob. A huge purse to clothes. It was mostly my parents' shirts with holes in them, so I don't feel bad. They got more than 7 uses. Yeah, I'm a big like cost per wear person, you know? Like I think that's why I like buying, like I'll spend more money on something as long as I know it's good quality and I can get a lot of use out of it and it'll last me a long time. Like that's why I like Madewell. Like yeah, it is slightly more expensive, but I know I'm getting a quality item, you know? Seeing you get rid of socks that he can't even have one, he'd be pissed. Buying merch at rock shows. I need to go through my shirts. I have way too many free shirts from events that I need to, you know, hand over because they're just taking up space in drawers and I'm not going to wear them again. Like the one I need to get rid of that it's just sitting in a drawer is the AI Art Bigfoot convention video. That Bigfoot convention t-shirt. I'm never going to wear it. It's AI Art. I need to get rid of it. Same, I'm a sucker for a graphic shirt. I might donate that one. Not donate. I use Trashy, which is clothing recycling. They should be able to recycle that. So I might recycle that one. I have more of those bags. I need to. Went to my mom's house a few weeks ago for the first time in 8 years, and I found the amount of clutter I threw to the trash. And let's see. All right, I guess we're going to Bazaar Bub because he's easy. I have so many free t-shirts too. Been using them as sleeping and workout shirts. See, but I have so many of those already. That's the problem, you know? Because I'm very lazy when it comes to washing and putting away my clothes. How to sew to save you so much clothes. Yeah, I know how to sew. I've been sewing since I was a kid. Okay. We're going to watch Scary Comp from 2022. Scary Comp 2022. Properties. Properties. All right. Let's see if I get jump scared again, because I got jump scared real bad by a dog yesterday, chat. I am echoing. We all did. Okay, can you hear me okay? Yeah, you can. Cool. All right. Scariest clips of the year. 30. See, this looks better because it's not moist looking. Bub does like a moist looking letter sometimes. That's crazy.
A child is woken up late at night and does something that has left its parents completely
That stupid
disturbed.
doll.
This footage was
It's a
taken in the
baby.
middle of the night when all of a sudden this happened.
I have heard too many instances of Nest cameras getting hacked. Closed circuit feed only, chat. Yeah, it's a baby being a baby. Babies are weird. Babies, okay, it's time for a big bed. That's what this is. It's time for a big kid bed. Okay, that's super weird. Now it's weird. I can't tell if his mouth is actually moving. I don't know if he's actually yelling.
Somehow, the child maintains a perfect balance as it reaches out towards something. Viewers believe that it's reaching out to a paranormal entity inside the room.
Okay, maybe he is yelling.
Whether
it's hard
it's malicious
to tell.
or not is unknown.
I can't tell if the
But
audio
given
was
the
added in or
situation the
not.
child is in, some believe that a sinister
Future gold
presence
medalist.
was responsible for the child's behavior. Although
Good
we don't know
quads.
for sure if it's something paranormal, the piercing scream of the child is without a doubt pretty chilling. Not much else is known about the video, but the footage itself is enough for us to know that what happened that night is beyond strange. A man is woken up by a mysterious noise when something very strange is caught on camera. This video was posted about 9 months ago, and the person who recorded this says that while spending the night at his aunt's house, which is very old, unusual events took place.
Unusual
This
events
is the video
took
he
place.
took.
I want an old haunted house.
Jesus Christ.
If I was a ghost and someone was trying to film me acting up on camera, I too would scare the shit out of them from behind. Knocking is crazy. Is it that door? Who is it? Room service.
A child's voice is heard close
Yeah,
to the
fuck that,
camera.
actually.
In a frantic motion, the person recording fled from the room and headed
You should be afraid of whatever's on the other side of that door.
straight to his car upon hearing whispers coming out of nowhere. Not much else is known about the video,
You want a
which
mint
makes
on
it
the
even more
pillow?
mysterious. But even without it, the encounter itself is scary alone.
Why is there just a random plant in the corner? 28.
A security guard named Simon Lockhart works the night shift at a hotel.
Simon Lockhart is a good
The
security
hotel
guard.
is
That's like
believed to be
security guard of
haunted,
a
as there have
like
been
video
multiple
game.
reports of paranormal
Simon
sightings.
Lockhart.
One night, while
Security
being on duty,
guard.
Simon checks on a noise that seems to be coming from an attic space inside the hotel. He goes in and encounters something.
Have you ever
pretty
climbed on those
strange.
stairs? They low-key suck. Those stairs suck. Those types of ladders where there's like clearly it's they're supposed to be safer, but coming down them sucks.
Watch.
You should animate your ghost stories. Why not?
I'm over at the
I hate these
restaurant
ladders.
right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. This is the attic area. Very, very narrow stairs. And I just
Yeah, see, I
smashed
hate
my
those.
head on this freaking pipe.
I hate those. You didn't lead with the flashlight, bro. I'd lead. What are we doing? This is horror movie logic. Lead with the flashlight. You don't wait till you're in the dark upstairs to break out your flashlight. What if it's not working? Now you're stuck without light. What is this, amateur hour? You're supposed to be a security guard, Lockhart. What's going on? What's going on?
Hello? Oh my.
Get out? Hey, bro, you're not supposed to be fucking up here. Get out. Going closer is crazy.
There's no one here. There's no one here. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.
Simon was immediately rushed to the hospital after falling from the attic. He says that an unseen force had tugged on his shirt, but has no clue as to what exactly touched him. Even more strange is that before the so-called accident, he heard a clear voice say "get out" as soon as he entered the attic. Viewers believe that a spirit dwells inside and
the mistake was going to see if anyone was up there. But I mean, he is the security guard. That is his job. Sorry. You've been Five Nights at Freddy's.
was upset with Simon for coming in. Simon agrees, as the attack was similar to that of someone who encounters a trespasser. This video was taken over a year ago, and it seems that paranormal activity still occurs at this hotel. Yet, out of all paranormal experiences Simon has had, this one has got to be the scariest. This next video comes from a man named Brandon Costa, who was woken up by a strange noise outside his room.
Yeah, doing his job is good, but
He
I'd have
proceeds to take out his phone
I think I just have to
record the
quit.
strange event. But what he captures leaves him deeply unsettled.
Well, like, I think he doesn't need to check. I think he can yell, "Hey, you're not supposed to be up here," from the stairs. You can do that too. If there's more noise, then you check. But it was the checking and then not saying anything and then being like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of here," and then something pulling his shirt.
Now, according to Brandon, he had played with the Ouija board a few days before. Because of this,
This is just like, this is the compilation of what not to do. Don't do this. Don't play with the Ouija board.
he believes that what happened that night was paranormal in nature. All in all, this incident has spooked him to his core.
I'm moving my screen closer so I can see. This is a bedroom or a hotel, he said? Or like a hospital. I'm getting mixed signals. What is this? This is a house? Whoa, fuck that. Bro, don't take us with you. Fuck that. Don't take us with you. Why'd you bring us with you? Fuck that. Ah, fuck that. No, nah.
Eerily enough, a face can be seen peeping at Brandon before disappearing from sight.
Is that a face?
But, scariest of all, the bedroom door suddenly closes on its own.
I wouldn't call that a face.
Given that Brandon had played with the Ouija board before this, viewers aren't surprised that this happened. But still, what he encountered is absolutely terrifying.
No, I don't. I have not figured it out. I just don't watch it. I just don't
This
watch
video
her
has
stuff.
very little information, but it still speaks for itself. A child is seen sleeping in their crib, when all of a sudden, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. It's worth noting that this incident took place at exactly 3:33 a.m., which many people
So you
believe
asked for this
means
to happen?
something.
Yeah, low-key.
Whether it signifies something good or bad, the incident itself is pretty strange. The child is sleeping when this happens.
This mirror here seems dangerous. Frankly. This is too in reach, I feel like, you know? I feel like this is too in reach. And, like, I'm hoping it's super secure. It's definitely a mirror. It's at least a wooden frame, if not metal. The baby. She's in one of those sack things. Low-key, we should make those sack sleepers for adults. That I feel like it would help me sleep really well. Yeah, fuck that. Her laying down like she got in trouble.
For some mysterious reason, the child wakes up and
It's
then
not
quickly
mysterious,
stands
babies are
before
weird.
staring at something in the room. They stare at whatever it is that's in the dark. When
Babies are
seconds
weird.
later, a toy or some sort of music box goes off by itself. Then, without warning, the crib shakes on its own. No other information is given on
Babies
this
are
video,
weird.
and the original source is unknown.
Aren't those just the Mormon PJs? No, because see, it's like a sack. They make them for babies, and it's literally like a sleeping bag that like the baby's arms can slip into, and it's good for the babies because they can self-soothe when they wake up in the night, because it's like it gives the feeling of being swaddled without being swaddled, so they can freely move their arms, but there's still like some resistance, so it gives the feeling of being swaddled when they're not. And it keeps them from like taking off their diaper and things like that when they're at this age, you know. Like a Snuggie, but not a Snuggie. Like it's very onesie-like a sack. I want that, yeah. I have thought that it would be cozy in a sack, yeah. Like sleeping bags kind of slap. Have you always like a sleeping bag, like an actual sleeping bag, but it's like different, you know. Also because you can't cover a newborn with the blanket unsupervised. Yep, that too.
But I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions on this footage. The following footage was shot by someone who in the video seems to be taking in the view of the river before them. All appears to be normal until the camera catches something in the distance. Upon zooming in, it becomes apparent that whatever was caught on camera had most likely ruined the mood of the person recording. Now there isn't that much info on the clip, but it still speaks for itself. This is what was captured.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Domingo, curtindo uma cachoeira.
Bub, translate the Portuguese. You know better. I expect more from you.
Em Rio de Janeiro. Reparem no visual, na mata. Agora o melhor de tudo é essa queda d'água.
Is this it?
Muita água. Muita força.
Is this it?
Uhul!
Oh, no, that.
Ih, caraca! Uma coisa ali.
That's just water being weird.
Caraca, apareceu cara ali no meio da água. Mozinho!
If something else stands up, then you'll get me. But like that's water being weird.
Caraca! Olha
That's water.
mozinho!
That's the waves. It looks scary because it's from the distance. Water can be weird.
Not too far from the camera, there seems to be someone or something bathing in the roaring rapids of the river. After being splashed by countless river waves, the figure all of a sudden vanishes. It's as though the waves had washed away the shadowy form.
That's literally
But
the
then
water.
suddenly,
It
comes
broke
back for a
apart.
split second before being taken away by the
Yeah,
river
there's
again.
clearly a rock here or
Now, even
something
if
that's
we don't
causing
know
the
what
water to
person behind the
divide.
camera is saying,
First I thought it was Spanish, then noticed it's not my native language, but Portuguese, haha. It is water, but by the quality of the footage, it was recorded 200 years ago. They didn't know better back then. Potato Cam, it looked like Darth Vader, lol.
and
saying,
we can
"This
hear it in their
is freaky."
voice how surprised they are by the strange figure in the
Potato quality.
distance. Unfortunately, the lack of info on this video makes it likely that we'll
It's not lack of info. It looks crazy because you're making it look crazy. But what it probably is there's a rock that came loose or something on this big boulder right here. This is clearly a rock. And then there's something here that is causing the water to separate because water is in motion, okay? And it's hitting resistance. Then it corrects itself because water moves. And it just looks weird.
never know for sure who or what was seen.
Who or what was seen? No one. It's water. 24. 24.
As with most videos found online, this next one has little to no information. It is still nonetheless very strange. Although not enough context is
Sleep
given on the
paralysis?
clip,
What are we doing?
a viewer of the video comments that it came from someone who's been dealing with unusual occurrences at home. They placed a camera inside their bedroom to capture the strange events that often happen inside. It appears to be late at night when the following happens. Watch.
Is it sleep paralysis? Did he take his pants off?
The man is suddenly lifted off the bed as though something is pulling him upwards from his feet. In a panic frenzy, the man scoots all the way over to the other end of the bed, seeming...
I'm so sorry. I have a joke I want to make. There's a scene just like this in Heated Rivalry. There's not. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. That's just where my brain went.
trying to make sense of what just happened. The video then cuts to black. The lack of a backstory to this video keeps it shrouded in mystery, making it a bit harder to know what...
This is a set. This is no grown man would willingly have a bed like this. If anything, he'd have a queen size bed on the floor. No grown man would have a twin, like a guy this age would have a bed like this, okay? There's nothing on the walls. This is also, you can tell they're prepped for it because this is away from the wall. The wall is back here. They were prepared for him to move around so much that this could jostle and they didn't want to hit the wall. This is fake.
What exactly occurred? But what's your stance on this? Real or not?
See, they were prepared for him to not, they didn't want this to not, they've done it once or twice. It's moved away. He moved the bed twice.
I'll let you be the judge.
Yeah.
Zoe, Bruno, and her family live on a farm that they believe is haunted.
Okay.
Based on videos that Zoe
Why
has
not?
posted, viewers believe that it's
Oh,
not
is it
just
the cows?
haunted, but also cursed.
Is this the cows video
In a
again?
recent video, Zoe shared that one of her pigs had given birth to a pair of baby pigs born with unusual deformities. Unfortunately, they were born dead. Now, this was unlike anything the family has ever seen.
Where they can
Because
join
of this, along
twins?
with
Because
other
that
strange
does happen
occurrences,
in
they
livestock
believe
quite a
that
bit.
something very odd is happening on their farm. But then one night, something really terrifying was caught on camera. Zoe's sister was home alone when she heard weird noises coming from the pig stable outside. She began to record immediately. This is what was caught.
Hola chicos, estoy
Thank you for
grabando
following,
este video
Ted.
porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a
I'm recording the
comprar
video
una
because my
cosa y
mom and
mi
dad are
hermano y
gone.
mi hermano
My brother is
se
gone
van a
as well.
estar en
You
la
sound
casa.
too young. Why are you alone?
Sentirlo alojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando.
I have no idea what's going on, but go inside, Connie. Oh my god.
Miren eso.
What is it? Okay, yeah, fuck that. Honey, why are you outside alone? That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
If you look close enough, you can see what appears to be a face peeping from
It
behind
could
a
not be
wooden post.
paranormal. It could be a human. I also
Whoever,
don't like
or
that.
whatever this is definitely unsettling to look at. Naturally, Zoe's sister had reacted the way she did. She's alive and well, but mentally, she is not
Is
okay.
what she actually
For
said?
what she'd seen in the stable has left her shaken up. Her family has no idea as to what she'd seen, but viewers seem to think that it was something supernatural.
No, or it's someone
Until
being
Zoe
a
posts
creeper.
more footage, we won't know for sure what this
Or
was.
a squatter because they thought they could sleep in the barn for
There
the
has yet
night.
to be an update on this whole incident. A man named Jacob lives in a house that he recently inherited from his grandmother. Jacob isn't too sure if he wants the house, as it's out of shape and requires a lot of fixing. But after the following incident,
No! No! No, 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 no. Get rid of it. I don't care. I don't care. Get rid of the house. If that's been inside, get rid of it. Has no one seen has no one heard the clown statue story? I don't care if it's an urban legend. I don't care if it's fake. Get rid of it. Does no one have any like self-preservation anymore? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's crazy. That's insane. No. No. He likes to watch. Hermes is digging on the couch.
Seems that he's already made up his mind. It's the
Can someone clip this? Can someone clip from the talking about the house to seeing that thing and me being like, no, no. Can someone clip that, please? Thank you.
late at night when Jacob wakes up to a noise inside his bedroom. This
Ugh.
is what he caught.
I hate this. I hate this so much. You willingly slept in that? You're a psycho, actually.
Walking from the closet.
Yeah, I bet you did. Why is your foot out? Guys, that's his foot. His foot is exposed. Why are you sleeping under a doily? That's his foot. That's his other... Why are you under... Get a real blanket. You're not safe from any of the monsters. You need a real blanket to hide under. Your foot's exposed. Hang on. Something's going to grab him off the bed. Something's going to grab him off the bed. It has to. That's how this works. This is just horror movie logic. This is insane. Dead Vinny, we don't use that word here. You can use the word, you can use spooky. More spookies? That's fine. Spoopy, also fine. The fact that you went in the closet is crazy. I lived in an attic and it wasn't this scary. The thing fucking, fuck that! No. Actually, fuck. No! Stop. No one is self-preservation. At the very least, someone is living in the walls. A haunted Victorian child lives in that clown doll, actually. No, that's crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Baudo. Oh no, you're all right, Dead Video. I'm just letting you know. That's an old-timey word that we don't use. Okay? It's an old-timey, I believe, racially motivated word that we don't use on the channel. So, just letting you know. Spooky is cool. More spookiness. Spoopy. S-P-O-O-P-Y. That's cool. But yeah, just so you know. I had the same talk with someone yesterday too. You were too calm with standing next to the clown statue that moved, actually. You didn't react to that enough for me. This video is definitely fake, but it's upsetting me enough that I'm allowing that thought to slide, okay? Thank you, Baudo. It won't let you send links, but I get it. I can find it. It's fine. I appreciate it. Used to have a puppet in their house, one of those ventriloquist ones. You could not pay me enough to sleep in the same room as it. I need the door closed so bad. That's fair. For no reason. Doctor Who taught me that, yeah.
A knocking sound can be heard coming from the closet. However, when he checks inside, nothing is in there. But then, moments later, loud banging can be heard from the other side of the room.
But we're
Clearly,
not going to acknowledge
Jacob was
the
spooked
clown?
out of his mind. Yet something else happened that Jacob didn't realize until rewatching this video.
What do you mean?
At the start of the clip, the clown doll on top of the drawer can be seen staring at the bed.
No shit.
But then later, it is seen staring at the door.
He saw it.
Ever since seeing this, Jacob has moved the doll downstairs to the living room.
Yeah, it should have been there
He
the whole
states that it came
time.
alive that night and is glad that he caught evidence of it. Although pretty spooky, the video remains a
Rehome the
mystery.
doll, actually.
But thanks to this incident, Jacob has made up his mind on whether or not he should keep the house.
You're good.
Overall, though, what happened that night?
We just
has
have
left
links
him
blocked
beyond
because
terrified.
we have some crypto scammers that have like been in links, so we just don't allow links. It's fine.
When it comes to videos on poltergeist activity, it seems that the most believable ones are those in which
Pretty
the video
spooky.
was initially recorded for a different reason.
The chair.
In this case, YouTuber Mowgli85 was recording the trailer for the Simpsons movie from the film's official website for the sole purpose of uploading the trailer to his channel. However, while videotaping the trailer, something pretty creepy happens.
This summer, between honor and dishonor, between valet and
Okay. What the fuck? Okay. That's weird. The ghost doesn't want. Why do you have a Ouija board? No one's learning, chat. No one's listening to me. No one listens to me ever. Actually. Bro is not reacting enough for me, actually. Turn the lights on, Jesus.
Out of nowhere, things begin to move on their own. Now, after rewatching the video, viewers had pointed out that the Ouija board in the corner of the room might be the reason as to why all this is happening. According to Mowgli, he'd been playing with it prior to this incident. So, according to viewers, it makes sense that
Pretty
something like this
spooky.
would occur. But what do you think? Is this actual footage of something paranormal? Or is it simply a video that's been staged? There has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Why is there no doorknob on this door? I'm saying it's staged just because there's no doorknob. How do you get in and out of this room?
The following video comes from
What is everyone doing? Why is it on a chair? Why are we in a mostly empty home? What are we doing? What are we doing?
James Fodder, who recently bought a doll from a secondhand store. Apparently, the doll is worth a lot more than what the store was selling it for.
Doesn't
For
mean
this
you need to
reason,
buy it.
James had bought the doll. However, ever since bringing it home, strange things have been happening. From hearing strange noises at night to seeing doors open and close on their own. James suspects that the doll might be responsible for the unusual activity. And so, he decides to record the doll in front of a camera inside an empty room.
So crazy when I put a creepy
He
doll
hopes to
on a
capture
chair with an empty
footage of
room
something
and
that
the
would prove it's
backroom
haunted.
spooky stuff starts happening. It's
Initially,
crazy.
nothing odd is captured in the first few days of recording.
Why is this home
But
empty?
then,
Why
one
would you
night,
bring this? Why
something
do you
very
live
strange
here?
happens. Now, the camera that he uses is programmed to move wherever it picks up movement. So if something moves, it will point to that object. We can see it doing that in this footage, but strangely, the camera pans around the room as though it's picking up movement from somewhere. This is what was captured.
Why is your home empty? Why are all your closets open? I also have a bridge if anyone's interested.
Could it be that the camera is detecting an unseen presence?
No,
Or
it's trying to
is it
find
just not
something because
functioning
there's no
properly?
items in the room.
Although it's likely that there's a problem with the camera,
Yeah, it's
something
just
really creepy
malfunctioning.
happens 2 nights later inside the room, which has made him think that the camera was actually picking up something. James is away from home when the following happens. He writes, "Just wow, I've been leaving the closets open in case anyone thinks I'm hiding inside. I don't even know what to say." This is what was captured.
Why would they think you were hiding inside? Also, why do you have nothing in the closets? Okay. You're losing me, bro. That's it? That's it? Watch it not be the doll. His house just does that.
Out of James's bathroom comes out what appears to be a dark, shapeless figure. It seems to dart across the floor.
Okay. So you leave the closets open just in case someone is hiding inside. Yet you don't show us what's going on in the bathroom where this thing happened in. That looks like a ball of clothes that someone rolled across the floor. Like, this is dumb. This is silly. Oh yeah, I remember Dear David. I follow that guy Adam now. He's an artist. Okay, am I the only weirdo who has their dolls properly in a display case and not just randomly on a chair, you know, not in a horror movie setup? I don't know. Finally got a stream. So excited. Chad, does Amanda usually play horror games? Just curious. Sometimes I do, on occasion. But right now we're watching scary videos, which is what we end up doing a lot lately, just because it's... I like judging people's choices, because I'm an asshole. And I also like judging their fake scary video setups. And sometimes they scare me, and it's silly, and it's funny. So yeah. I'm the only one that leaves my dolls in cast iron bars surrounded by salt. I have one baby doll, but it's not creepy and haunted, and definitely not on a chair in an empty room. I love that we got into Bizarre Bub videos. I had heard of Bizarre Bubs through Gigi before, but yeah, I hadn't watched a ton on my own.
From sight, James believes that this may have been the apparition that was being picked up earlier by the camera.
I highly doubt it.
That this mysterious figure
doll's done
might
nothing.
be attached to the doll. Ever since then, he's been filming more at night. Little does he know that he'd be capturing something way more terrifying than this. James is sleeping in his room upstairs when the following happens.
What you need is an air purifier. That's what you need. You need an air filter in this room. Oh, go fuck yourself. No, we're not doing this. Please. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No. Something else gonna happen? What are we doing? Please. This is such a sus setup. No. Hermes scared me, not gonna lie, valid.
On camera, the doll moves on its own. It appears to move for just a few seconds before abruptly stopping. Feeling very unsettled, James posts the footage online to see if anyone could explain this video.
Like
it's
blood
not
from
sure
the
if he'll
ceiling or
continue
something.
to hold on to this doll.
Doing the
based on what
FNAF
occurred.
strat. Starts
But it
moving,
might be
then goes
best
back
if
into
he keeps
position.
it
LOL.
locked up inside this room, as an occurrence like this definitely warrants it. This next video was submitted by Aaron Tipsy, who states that a friend of his had sent him a creepy video. In it, Aaron's friend can be seen sleeping inside their bedroom when something downright
Why do you have a camera in your
terrifying is
bedroom?
captured.
Why is everyone weird?
It's around midnight. when
Why does
this
everyone want
is
to live in a
filmed.
surveillance state? This is so weird. Is no one worried about hackers? Do you have sheets covering your windows, or are these tapestries? Are these windows, or just... That's a wall, yes? This looks like a sheet. This is a sheet. That's
What better
Susie.
way
She
to
does
induce
that.
insomnia than by watching a video like this? Now, it's worth mentioning that the same video can be found on TikTok. However, the context given for that video is different from the one that was submitted to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, whereas the one on TikTok states that they were fully conscious when they did this. Whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is still nonetheless pretty disturbing. All in all, this video is a great source of nightmare fuel.
This is silly. That's silly.
A
Number 18.
salesman stays at a hotel and captures footage of something pretty disturbing.
Why are there chairs
The
out in the hallway?
following video comes from a salesman who was traveling overseas for a business trip. Due to travel restrictions affected by COVID, the salesman had self-quarantine for a total of 7 days. His self-quarantine took place at a hotel where he booked a room all for
Yeah,
himself.
people are weird in their sleep.
But during the 7 days that he's there, something really creepy happens. On the second night of his quarantine, the salesman is talking to a friend via webcam when all of a sudden, this happens.
Okay. There are no pools? What are we doing?
誰もおらんかったわ。
お、マジでなんか部屋間違えたんだよ。
ほら。まあ、飯の時はノックされるんやけど。
隔離はいつまで？
まあ、あといつか。
Okay.
After checking to see who was knocking at his
This
door,
isn't that
the
weird.
salesman returns to his seat, seeming unfazed by the mysterious knocks.
Yeah, 'cause this
he
isn't
chalks it up
that
to
weird.
a hotel employee
It could have
who
been a
might
mistake.
have accidentally knocked on the wrong door. A few minutes pass, and the conversation between the two then segues to the topic of food served at the hotel.
That looks good.
But
I
as they
want that.
continue to talk, something shakes up the salesman.
おー。アジア料理が多いな、やっぱ。
また聞こえたね。
また？
今録画してるまだ。
して
あ、ちょっと待って。
何してんの？
Yeah, I do the same thing. You're coming with me. You're stuck with me. You're coming with me.
その強盗とかだったらやばいんじゃ
What
ない
if it's a robber? Yeah, seriously.
まあ、しょうがないけど。
I'm honestly am shocked that that didn't happen more. Like during these quarantine, remember the hardcore quarantine times? Was people who knew that people were quarantining at hotels and didn't try and rob them, you know, or do worse shit, you know. There is a people. It's right there.
ちょっとフリーズ、フリーズしてるけど。
The camera stopped.
あ、大丈夫。
I don't like that there's just
Yeah.
chairs.
誰もいない。
Why are there just... Oh, because of the quarantine, because they have to leave it outside. Sorry, never mind. I take it back. The chairs make sense because they don't want to put the food on the floor. That makes sense.
誰もいないし。
お
Lock the door.
見た。
Did you...
前の部屋のやつがなんかいたずらでやってんじゃない
Lock the door, bro.
It is at this moment when his friend thinks that a next-door neighbor is playing tricks on him. Yet the salesman isn't sure if anyone is occupying the rooms near him. His friend then jokes that the room he is in might be haunted. The salesman doesn't think much of this and decides to go to bed. However, later that night, he is woken up by someone knocking at his door. Though this time, he fails to capture
Safety
anything on
unconscious, I
camera
agree.
as knocking stopped when he started recording. But he was now more determined than ever to catch whoever it was that was playing with him. The next day, as he waits patiently for the knocks to occur, this happens.
I mean, it does sound like someone is knocking. Is that talking?
Once again, there is no one at the door. He checks both ends of the hallway,
Yeah, I hear
but not
whispering.
a single person is in sight. It is at this point that the salesman questions his sanity. But just when things couldn't get any more creepy, something else happens that has left him completely spooked. The following night, he is woken up once again by mysterious knockings, but this time, something far more unexplainable happens.
That sounds like the room.
Really?
Check the people. Why is your door unlocked? Why does no one deadbolt their fucking doors? It knocks in a pattern. Don't talk to it. Stop checking the fucking door. Fucking lock your shit. What? No, fuck this. Turn your fucking lights on. Did something enter his fucking room?
After checking again to find no one at the door, the salesman turns around and sees all doors inside open. Naturally, he was in total shock.
Nah.
He was now convinced that the room he had booked is actually haunted.
No.
Perhaps his friend was right after all. Something
No.
is inside this room. It's what happens
I
the
don't like
following night, though, that
You're
leaves him beyond
oh, got it.
terrified.
You're in a quarantine.
On the
That's right. You
sixth
can't
night of
leave.
his quarantine, he decides to use his PC camera to capture anything that may occur inside his room. The camera is left recording as he goes to bed.
That's
Surprise,
never a good idea.
He is woken up by someone knocking at his door. But as he walks over to the entrance, the salesman immediately notices something odd.
Did the closet
The
door open?
knocking doesn't appear to be coming from outside, but rather from inside his room.
Is this the guy cheating on his wife? I've never heard that story. You should have done that the whole time, but whatever.
Upon opening the door, he finds no one there. The salesman is at a loss for words. He is now sure that whatever is going on is beyond explanation. Now,
On
it's
his
a good
hotel
thing the
toilet, and
salesman
they
had set up a
definitely enjoy
second
messing with people.
camera, as the following incident would have gone unnoticed.
Okay.
During the time he's inside the bathroom, a bottle falls on its own. If you look closely, you can see the bottle move slowly towards the edge before falling over. Like with all occurrences, this one has left him baffled.
That is weird.
Luckily though, the salesman won't be staying here any longer, as the next day will be the end of his quarantine. To this day, he can't think of anything that could explain what happened in that room. The salesman thinks that the room might be haunted. But, like most videos, it's hard to be sure if that's the case. It's not certain if this whole incident was just a setup, or actual paranormal evidence. Until it's made clear as to what exactly happened, you be the judge on whether or not something paranormal occurred. For more info on this video, you can check out the channel Fourth Wall, where other paranormal clips can be found.
Hydration break.
In this next video, a man is hiking in a secluded forest when he stumbles
Bad
upon a
idea.
small house that seems to be abandoned.
I feel like we've seen this one. We shall see. We're going to continue. I think we saw this one. But this... Already you're being dumb.
After hesitating at first, he later decides
You
to
should
get
have
close to the
hesitated further.
property.
Dumb.
What happens next is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be doing this.
Is what he caught.
Dumb. So dumb. Turn a light on, dude. Have a flash. Do you not have a flashlight? Did you do a secluded hike? There's power. There's power. That's not abandoned, you psycho. What is this lens? Is this a fisheye lens? Oh, now we have a flashlight. Now we're in a horror movie. Why would you go upstairs? Are you... Oh my god. This is so dumb. I don't even know what happened. Can I get a replay?
It appears that the house wasn't abandoned after
Yeah,
all.
of course not,
Yet
you
it's unknown
fucking
as
idiot.
to who or even what had been inside.
That's a
Whether
person,
it was
you
the owner of the
absolute
house
fucking
or something
avocado.
else. There's no
Or a
denying that
poster.
whoever
It's
or
like it's a
whatever this
poster
was
of
has
like
left the
Kurt
man
Cobain or
completely
something.
Disturbed. Maybe next time he'll think twice before
God.
entering a house in the middle of a forest.
Well, we
This
need
next
Miss
video
Rachel to
comes
make
from a man
videos for
named Chris
adults
Hill,
like
who you
this,
might
where it's
recall
like,
from the
don't
previous video
don't go inside
From
abandoned
exploring
homes.
abandoned places to seeing things that he can't explain, Chris has had his fair share of creepy occurrences, but his most recent exploration may just be the creepiest. Like most places, Chris
Nope,
visits
I'm
an
out.
abandoned warehouse at an undisclosed location. Inside, there are plenty of empty crates lying around.
Okay,
and
this
lots
is
of
the same
debris.
location as the other one. Is
Although
this the
mostly
same
empty,
videos?
he can't help but feel a certain presence inside this building. Small critters might have made this place their home, but to Chris, it seems that something else is living inside.
Oh no, that's right, because he ends up
Feeling
going
a little
back. So this
terrified,
might have been the
he
original
searches
video
all
that he
around
mentions.
and finds nothing. But here's where things start to get really creepy. As Chris continues to explore the place, he finds a small staircase that
No,
leads him to the
this
floor
is
below.
so. Remember, so yesterday we watched the 2023 one chat. This guy Chris goes back to this location because he had weird experiences at this location. We saw when he returned. We didn't watch the original video, I don't think.
He takes it and finds a room with many doorways. One of them, however, leads to a narrow passage that seemingly has no end.
Yeah, we watched the
Chris
secondary
enters the
video.
passage, but
Amanda
immediately
with the
notices
lore dump.
something strange.
He's talking way less this time. Gonna go night, bye.
Noticeably colder in here. What the hell? If you stand right here, it's kind of warm. Like normal temperature. But as soon as you go in here, it gets cold. That is creepy as hell. Whoa, that is weird. That is weird. Like, I'm not joking on it. What was that? It's noticeably colder in here.
It's probably the type of brick. It's sucking all the heat out.
Wow. This is gonna be creepy.
Yeah, dude, why are you here alone? This is dumb.
Chris has no idea as to why there's a sudden change in temperature upon entering inside. Confused and scared, he walks further into the passage, not sure where it would lead. He eventually arrives at an area that is more spacious and emptier. However, it is during this time when things take a dark turn. He goes in and sets up a few cameras before exploring the whole space. One camera in particular is an infrared camera that is able to record in real time.
Saying
When he's
skyscraper
done
to a
setting up
ghost
all the
that Danny
cameras,
figured out
he
had
continues to
trauma
explore
from
the
men
site,
somehow.
but unbeknownst to him, this is captured.
What?
Still gotta go down there too.
No, you don't. You don't actually have to do any of this. Still gotta go down there. You don't actually. Back from the dead.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, bro. I don't know why you're
That
doing
was
this.
loud.
This is avoidable.
What the hell? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that noise? Sounded like something fell.
Is that a dead possum? That's nothing. That's nothing.
What the hell? What the f-
I give you that's creepy. That looks like a reflection of his own light. That's a reflection of his own light. That's definitely a reflection of his own light off of one of the in the hallway or something. Or not. I don't know. It's not moving as it should. See, because that's his light. I think that might be a
Had it
camera
not been for
glare.
the second camera, this would have been missed. A mist-like figure can be seen approaching Chris from a distance before reaching him. Eerily enough, Chris turns around as soon as the figure gets to him. And, as if that wasn't creepy enough, a strange-like figure in the corner can be seen peeping at the camera. Chris has no clue as to what this could have been.
That's
but
a
viewers can't
possum or
help but
something.
think
That's
that this
like a
might have been
raccoon.
some supernatural creature
That's
that
a
was spying on Chris.
raccoon.
Whatever it might have been, he is certain that he won't be coming back to this place ever again. With all that's happened, one can't help but ask, what exactly had been spying on Chris?
That's a raccoon.
You might recall from a previous video about a woman named Lauren Combs who lives in a house in the middle of nowhere. Ever since moving in, she can't shake the feeling that something is haunting her.
Yeah. I'll
Lauren
check it
tries
later.
her best to ignore this
Ay, ay,
feeling,
ay.
but there have been countless
Not the
instances
dog
of the
looking
dog Luna
spooky.
seeing things that she can't, and many other strange occurrences that are thought to be paranormal in nature. Although most of these incidents are pretty spooky, it's the most recent video that was captured that is by far the most unsettling. It's close to midnight when the following takes place inside Lauren's living room. Lauren writes, "Ignoring it is out of the question now. I'm just going to document what I can and start to reach out to people that can come help." This is her footage.
Okay. All right. Why do you have a flashlight, not the actual lights? There we go. Oh, I think we saw other videos from this woman. She's the one that got locked out of her house by the ghost. Yeah, same place. Are the car lights on? Attack.
Strangely, Lauren's dog begins to whimper before an object falls on its own. It's almost as though her dog had sensed the strange activity that was about to ensue. Following that, a doorbell starts to go off on its own, but the footage outside shows no one at the door. Now, as many viewers have stated, opening the door may not have been a good idea, as according to them, whatever was ringing the doorbell is now inside the house. Although it isn't sure if something was let in, the following incident seems to suggest otherwise. It's 3 in the morning when suddenly this happens.
Because my circus thinks that I won. I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous.
Oh, this was the one that pulls her hair, yeah.
A brave and accurate decision. Yes, my captain. Yes. Holy captain, your horticulture is harvestable. Good call. Hurry happily and Hank is hungry.
All of a sudden, Lauren's hair is pulled by something.
It is weird.
At first, Lauren thought that her cat had done this, but upon looking all around, she noticed that her cat wasn't there.
Hello.
As
It is
one would
weird.
imagine, she was left beyond spooked. The activity in her home seems to be getting worse, and it seems that she isn't getting much help to solve this problem. But of course, what are your thoughts? Is Lauren being haunted by something? Or is something else going on here?
I don't know why you would leave the house. That's dumb.
An anonymous individual named S had broken into a house that is said to be haunted. The residents of this place no longer live on the property, as according to sources, they had gone missing. The husband and wife who lived here mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened to the couple, but it's rumored that something terrible occurred.
Had the doorbell ring
It
randomly
was after
with
the
no one there.
disappearance, however,
Turns out the
that a
connection
family
between the
member
button and the
shared
speaker was
surveillance
getting
footage from inside
crossed
the
with the
couple's
neighbors
house.
who had the same doorbell. Oh,
This
that's so
footage
weird.
was taken from the couple's security cameras.
Nothing beats the window
and it
blind
shows things that
snapping shut,
occurred
in my
before they
opinion.
went
That
missing.
one was really scary. That one
Overall,
scared the
though,
hell out of
the
me
footage
because
is
that
pretty
one
creepy
would
to
be
say the
hard to
least.
fake.
Take a look at these clips and see what you think.
Okay. All right. we're just being rude. It's a cat ghost. That's gotta be bad luck or... Okay. I don't know. What? The door is opening. Ooh.
Although pretty creepy, it wasn't scary enough to deter someone from breaking inside. An anonymous individual named S had seen the footage and decided to check out the property for himself. Little did he know, this was a bad idea. He breaks into the property by entering through a window on the second floor. He goes in and immediately feels uneasy. This is what he caught.
This is dumb. He know it was a bad idea. Well, that's illegal. Oh. Bro. Yeah, literally committing a crime. Yeah. Makes sense. Is that a peephole? Check the peephole.
It was only after the mysterious knocking had stopped that the intruder looked to the side and saw what appeared to be a shadowy figure peeping from down the hall. It seems to be observing him before creeping away from sight. Not sure if he was just seeing things, he walks over to where the figure was seen, but eerily finds nothing there. Now, it wasn't until posting this video that viewers had noticed something odd about the figure. After being spotted by the intruder, it moves in such a way that seems very unnatural. It almost appears to be floating or even sliding away from view. Just like the surveillance footage from earlier, viewers find this video baffling. But there has yet to be more footage posted. Until then, we'll have to base our judgment on the evidence currently at hand. Doubtless, this video is pretty spooky. The following video shows a real estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something pretty creepy is caught on tape. The footage comes from a YouTube channel owned by a real estate broker named
Santiago Sanchez. Real
who's
estate
been
brokers
uploading
see
videos
so
of
much
homes
random
that are up
shit,
for
I feel
sale.
like.
By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes. But out of all the houses he's filmed, there's one in
Santiago's been able
particular
to sell
that he
most
doubts will ever
homes.
be sold. On June 15 of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike
Santiago.
any other he's posted before.
Have we seen this one?
The video
that
starts
stairs
off
look
with him
familiar.
standing in front of the house, seeming a bit scared, as he tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside unless he thought it was necessary.
me han dicho no entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no salte de la casa rápido. Casi me voy a atrever a entrar y este es el vídeo.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the house late one evening after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been empty. Now, it wasn't until weeks later that the family had reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their property. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something
We are
downright
not being
creepy would
allowed to
happen
enter
while
this
being
one for
inside.
filming. Yeah.
Upon entering the house, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the property.
Oh, okay. Well, we need
He
some
then
paint.
walks over to the kitchen and
Ew.
sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink.
Ew.
Now, according to the
Those are
owner,
flies.
there have been sudden infestations of flies and
Okay.
other insects throughout the house, which Santiago finds very odd. Although strange, it isn't as unusual as what happens later in the video.
Okay.
Have a look.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta
Santiago,
casa.
why are
Yo
we filming on a potato for our real estate business?
no sé qué decir,
I feel like we can
pero
get better
pueden
quality
ver todavía
filming.
pertenencias.
That's
Es
weird.
raro. Esto nunca se lo llevaron.
Someone's definitely living in this house. May not be the
Quiero
owners, but
dejarme mucho de la puerta, la verdad.
I don't want to be too far from the front door. Oh, please.
Oh, esto está horrible, este lado. No sé
Left
cómo
a
puede
lot of
estar tan
things.
horrible en poco tiempo. Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor
Strong odor, a
Está
horrible odor.
horrible.
That's bad.
como podrido.
It's really putrid. That's a bad adjective.
Santiago then proceeds to go inside a bedroom that has a hidden closet. The owner states that his family has felt a certain presence inside this closet and has kept it shut for the
Bye.
longest time, until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on
Seriously?
over to the other rooms, where he begins to feel even more uneasy.
Why would you
What
stay?
happens then has left him baffled.
Kid stuff.
Aquí pueden observar dónde estaba el master bedroom, la habitación principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon. Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas.
Why are the outlet covers off?
Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche.
Why did they take
y
the outlet
desaparecieron.
covers off of
Dejaron
everything?
bastantes
That's
cosas
weird.
detrás
Unless
de
they're
ellos.
working on the electrical.
Hay un olor extraño, como podrido, en este área de la casa. Este es el otro cuarto, pueden observar. Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias. Bastante raro. Ahora, lo que vamos a hacer va a ser
Yeah, that's kids fucking with you.
aquí en la pared.
Local addicts, maybe. If there's like a lot of randomly drawn upside down crosses,
Hay
that's
unas
just
marcas
kids messing with
en la
things.
casa, en varias áreas. Es como serían marcas, uñas.
Oh, that's from a kid with
carraspado
crayons, please.
o
That's a kid with
definitivamente son
crayons. Ay, ay, ay.
algo raro que están rayadas las paredes en varias áreas. Esa es la ok. Bueno, esta es la parte de arriba. Es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Ahí hay unos ruidos que
Yeah.
estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy
Clack,
extraño.
clack sounds. Could it be a security
Eh,
system?
Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años.
Is something scary
Me
gonna
llamaron y
happen?
dijeron que
Like,
la
I don't know
tuvieron
what's going
que
on.
abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana. Después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y... Yeah, oh,
Is that it?
mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa, pero otra vez,
Is that it?
si necesitan comprar una casa,
Is that
siempre
everything?
miren el historial de las casas, es muy importante, ¿ok?
Is that it?
The chair, without warning, rocks
That's
on its
it.
own. It is at this point that Santiago
This is one of the
decides to
scary
leave the
videos of
premises
2022.
while trying to keep calm by talking more about the property.
Respectfully.
The sudden infestation of flies,
I like the
ants,
big
and other
plastic
insects,
pumpkin.
plus
That's
the
the
markings
source
on
of
the
the demon,
walls, as well as
obviously.
the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house is haunted.
This is silly.
And of course, the chair moving on its
This
own
one local
was
kid
enough to
telling a story
convince
about
them
this
that
place and you'll
something
immediately have all
paranormal
the
had
kids and
occurred.
teens breaking in. Yeah, this
But
is
as
silly.
always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion. For now, this video remains a total mystery. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video was...
I want a muffin. I will be right back. I made muffins this morning. I'm gonna go get one. I'm gonna put my bowl downstairs also. Oh god, my legs still sore. Ow, fuck my ankle. God, I'm a mess. Oh, hi guys. Hello, Silky boy. Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. I made cinnamon crumble muffins this morning. They are delicious. Hi, Bubba's. You're not getting any.
Suggested by Armando
Too much
Caesar,
sugar.
who says he has no idea where this video originally came from. The source is unknown,
The source is unknown.
but after doing a bit of research, he was able to gather some info on the footage. According to Armando, the woman in this video is a house cleaner who's been cleaning an extremely old house for years. She usually comes at night to clean the place, and almost every night while
Hello.
being there, she swears that she can hear voices and footsteps from the
I
floor
went to get a
above,
muffin.
even though no one else is inside the home. One evening, the cleaning lady's friends dare her to clean the house, but with the lights off, and to record whatever happens. Although hesitant at first, she took the dare, thinking it would be a great idea, as she would prove to her friends that she's not crazy and the house is actually haunted. But she would later come to realize that this was actually a bad idea. It's late at night, the lights are off, and the woman is at this place. This is what was captured.
These are cinnamon crumble, like coffee cake muffins. There is no banana.
Have I to really cope there? Oh! Jack! What? God. Can't scare me, you bastard, I'm coming.
Can't scare me, you bastard.
For Alan. To prove that it is top at banister. Hello, Pauline, I'm shitting myself. Sounds like there's something in that bedroom. I'm up to top of the stairs. Top of the...
We also can turn lights on, lady. It's also a possibility. Why are we cleaning in the dark? Hello, Pauline. I'm shitting myself.
Oh. I can hear a noisy background, but it's in that cupboard, and it is the airing cupboard. So that's where.
Is that a dog?
And it sounds like it's just someone's just come up the back of me. Door,
Is that a dog
bollocks.
or a stuffed animal?
Now I want to go back down now.
No, it's a stuffed animal. Okay, it's not moving.
Right, I've just shut door. I've just shut door. Bed, I'm gonna sit on the foot. I daren't move.
Oh, it's like a rocking horse. I don't know why we're staying inside. Leave, lady.
Do you know if I weren't me said? Oh! Oh!
I don't think she's faking this. She seems genuinely freaked out.
Now, normally anyone who encounters something like this would flee from the house immediately, but it seems that the cleaning lady was feeling pretty brave that night. However, if it wasn't for the following incident, this video would have been a lot longer.
Hi, Bubba's.
What happens next, before heading downstairs,
Hello.
has left her completely
Hi.
shook. This is what she caught.
Open the door for me, please.
Let's see. Why are we saying please to the ghosts? What the fuck?
I have just seen something. I have just seen something. Right, that's it. Enough down. I can't take no more. I am a frigging down.
Stop, Hermes. Nope. I mean, it moved. Something moved. That would freak me out.
A loud bang comes from one of the rooms, at which the woman points the camera and captures something by the door. It happens real
It's
fast.
like a
but if you
positive
slow the footage
inflection
and
or
pause
like
at the right time,
an
you
open-ended
can see what appears to be a
inflection.
palish-looking figure peeping at the woman from behind the door. Eerily enough, it seems to have been standing there even before the
Hi,
camera
Bubba's,
points
lay
at
down. No.
it. It is at this point that the woman has
So
seen
see, it's
enough
so
and
cold
decides
tonight.
to call it a night. Now, with all that's happened in this video, one can't help but think if something paranormal had truly
Gonna
occurred.
break out the extra
If so,
blankies?
then the dare she took
The
proved to be
extra blankies
successful.
tonight?
Yet, not much info is given on the video to prove that it's either real or fake. So it's up
I
to
mean,
you to
I
come up
don't
with your own
believe this one
conclusion.
would fake this.
As is often
She
the case
seems
with
like an
videos
adult.
this, what happened that night remains a
Hermes,
total
mother, I
mystery.
crave poison. Nope. You can't have any. There's no more. I even ate it all. There's no more for you.
The following video comes from Donna Ayers, who can't help but feel that something is haunting her. According to Donna,
Hi,
there have been
Bubba's.
strange happenings inside her home that neither she nor her family could explain. In
That's just an
2009,
unsecured
Donna's brother had
cross.
passed away due to unknown reasons, but ever since his death, Donna has been feeling very scared.
It's like the Miss
Objects
Blue
inside
Skies
her
is
house
kind of
move
like
by themselves, which seems to happen
the,
whenever Donna is present.
you
While
beauty
some believe
guru
that her brother's
dialect
ghost is
that's like
responsible for the
a
unusual activity, as it might be a sign of him
a
reaching out
valley
to
girl
her,
mixed with like a
Donna
transatlantic
believes that
accent.
something else is inside her home.
Okay, guys.
Something
So
very
today we are
malicious.
talking about this.
One night,
and
while being home
I don't
alone,
know about you,
Donna sees
but
the following and
I
begins to
love the
record.
color purple. You know,
This
like
is
like
what
it's
she
kind of
captured.
like some of them kind of slip into that. And that was pretty good. Thank you.
It's not me.
I am a historian after all. Lay down, Bubba's.
Hang on, guys. I'm just going to get a better view because this is amazing. I'm just going to turn the light up a bit as well.
Swaying things like my lamp sways so often. I can't imagine. My lamp in my living room sways so often. I can't imagine like stopping what I'm doing and filming it, you know, because we live in California and there's this thing called earthquakes that we get, you know. I'm not saying it's just really interesting. That's fair. Yeah.
If that's you, please move it again. That is moving. Oh my god, that is moving.
I'm sure there's also that Mr. Beastified talk of, hey, what's up, guys? Or no, that's the vlogging voice. I put 10,000 people into.
Strangely,
It's like
the
it's
chandelier
such
moves
an
on its
interesting.
own. It gently sways back and forth
You're gonna make me
before the
write
video comes to
something.
an end. Like with most occurrences, this one has left her spooked. But this wouldn't be the only occurrence caught on camera, as something way more creepy is captured. A few days after the previous incident,
making me think
Donna
about
is in her
internet
kitchen
dialects.
when out of nowhere, she notices one of her mugs moving on its own.
And
She
being
immediately
legitimately
begins to
terrified by
record
something like a
and
swaying
captures
chandelier. If I
this.
was in one of my bad mental places, like sometimes it can be the smallest things that mind catch them. That's
I'm not
fair.
going too close because I get launched at. But there's nothing under there. That's just a bracket from an old drawer that used to be there. There's nothing in the cupboard. It's just cutlery and stuff. nothing under there apart from pots and pans. There's no magnets. That's just a switch. There's nothing there at all. Nothing out the ordinary, but yet keeps moving. Can you move it again, please? If you're here, move it. If you're here. Yeah. I'll just show you as well. There's nothing underneath.
And this one guy posted a video asking how many men with vocal fry were getting rude comments about how they talk, and none. None were getting the same messages and comments, yeah.
Weird. Oh my gosh.
That's the water under the bottle. Like, if
The
you have a
surface isn't
film of
wet or anything,
water,
it's all dry.
as she
There's
answers
no
my own
reason
question.
for it to be moving.
If there was nothing below
Cups
the
are
counter
weird.
that could have been moving the cup, then how is it doing this on its own? As with all other occurrences Donna has seen, she believes that something supernatural
Do we
had
not
done
wash
this.
things?
Although not sure what exactly had moved the cup, the same paranormal entity is thought to be responsible for the following incident. But unlike
Burger
other
King
incidents,
foot lettuce.
this one has got to be the creepiest. At the start of the video, Donna is informing us of a strange incident involving her toy fish tank, which we can see in the video. But while telling us what happened, something pretty creepy is captured. We can hear Donna's dog reacting to this odd occurrence as it happens.
But yeah, that's basically the new tank. I'll just keep it in the background, and then you can see what I mean. But just strange feelings. Almost like you can feel the dark entity that's here, and it's almost like a pressure around you. And the only thing you can do is record it so people see it, rather than just say it and no one see what's happening at the
A
same
very
time.
faint current.
What's going on?
Always that.
So, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. They're certainly acting a bit weird.
Whimpering?
See, it's so strange. See, I get the feeling there's something here right now. And yet I don't.
I don't think it's whimpering. I think that's her sinuses. Because mine do the same thing sometimes. Sometimes I think I hear like someone whistling, and what it is I'm breathing through my nose when I'm sick. Because my sinuses swell up sometimes. And it sounds, even to my own ears, it doesn't sound like it's coming from myself.
No one here. Yeah, there's no one around me.
Could it be the water thing you have plugged in? Is it a filter? Is it a jet?
I don't know if you guys are seeing that. It's bringing tears to my eyes.
Sounds like a dog.
My chain's moving on my neck.
Mysteriously, her necklace appears to be tugged by something. It is at this point that she's seen enough to be brought to tears by this incident. Now, it's worth mentioning that Donna had played with a Ouija board prior to one of these incidents. She believes that this might have worsened the activity in her home, but isn't.
We can't do this every clip. We just can't. Why is no one learning? Why does no one learn? I'm so confused. To a heartbeat?
Sure if that's the reason. Viewers beg to differ, but as always, I'll let you be the judge as to whether or not something paranormal is happening. Are all of these events indicative of something supernatural, or is something else going on here? This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house, but out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family, who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right there
We've seen
in
this
that
one.
room, that's where Rowan said that he saw a man inside there. And he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up. And he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there."
There's a man in there.
If no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see? Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by her son's comment, but it's what happened later that day that
Kids
creeped
say
her
a
out
lot
the
of things,
most.
yeah.
After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up, when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He also says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
He hurt his brain? And then what happened? Did he say anything?
Respectfully, I don't think that baby's diaper is on right. He hit his head?
He hurt his butt?
Now, it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add? He apparently
No.
sees a man in there.
Don't like this. That's a no-no.
That's a big man?
I don't like that. But also the kids are, the parents are talking with him about the big man. So like it's validating that the kid is seeing something. You know what I'm saying? So of course he's like, yeah, I can see it.
The father captures footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
Is he there?
This is like this kid's first, that kid has been on this earth for 4 years. That's it. I've been here 28. I still see shit that baffles me. That kid is just, that's a doorway that he is like, does anyone else have like a memory of like when you realized you like existed? I feel like I was like 3 or 4 where I kind of became like, oh wow, like there's like I have memories now. Like there's things happening that I remember, you know? Like I am a child. I'm gonna get up. I'm watching TV. I'm gonna go to the other room. You know, like where you become like hyper aware of the fact that you exist. Past like mommy, daddy, existence, da da da. That this kid is experiencing that in real time. Things are weird. Of course he sees a man.
What's he look like?
He's an airplane.
He's an
Always
airplane.
says that.
He looks like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man.
Others were interacting with others.
He's a black man, right?
Okay.
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance. He then points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that
A
their child
Batman,
has seen
obviously.
a ghost. Now, it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost. Yet, the following day, the father makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion. Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day.
Whenever someone says a toddler
Rowan's
said
been
anything,
telling
I'm
us
like
about that ghost
Black
that he
Daddy with the
saw,
special tongue kid
and
who
we
was
just
talking about the
realized he's
statue
been
from
telling us
of
a
Venom
black
from
man,
Super Spider-Man.
was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he's been in, he was in this room, and we didn't know, but we were looking around, and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, and we found it in the corner. It's called a unity carving. See?
Oh. Could
And
it
it's
literally...
carved from one piece of wood, and look at this that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of Ghana is in Africa, so this is, and we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, you know, it's like hard to make or whatever.
Where are we going with this?
They probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something, or connected to this. The person connected to this thing was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or is it all due to an overactive imagination? Feel free to share what you think.
Or kids are weird. There's also that.
During a live stream on YouTube, something pretty
Yeah, I
creepy
think
was caught on
there's
camera.
faces on it, and he said there was a plant on it, but we took the plant off. It could be that he saw the faces of the carving, and the crazy hair that he was seeing is the plant. Kids are weird.
The two people in this video are a mother and her son who were shooting a live video on their YouTube channel known as Laura's Kitchen. The channel itself is solely based on cooking homemade meals, which Laura films herself doing. From videos about making deviled eggs to showing how to make a Dutch cucumber salad, there's not a single video on this channel about anything paranormal, which makes this video even more believable. As Laura and her son were live streaming on their channel, something very strange happened. Ever since then, they can't shake the feeling that their house is haunted. After 24 minutes into the live stream, Laura is telling a story when all of a sudden, the following happens.
At the back door, the dog had to pee, and there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, what?
When I got Hermes, I thought about training him with the buttons, and then I realized that if he started talking to me, I was actually going to have a crash out. So we didn't do the buttons. And now he's an asshole, so.
Oh, you know,
But at least he can't call me a bitch with a button.
I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button, and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So, anyways.
Your mom's dead? That's what it said?
Nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah!
Okay.
What was that? Ah!
Is there a rat? Yeah.
It's right there. Get on.
Hermes, leave them alone.
Holy.
That cup just shattered.
Oh my god, I'm really scared right now. That is garbage.
Hermes.
Do you want to end it? Are you freaked out right now?
Hermes.
Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me just say goodbye.
It was only after a viewer of the live stream had told them about the cabinet that they realized the source of the sound. It was then later that more activity had occurred. Now what's even more strange about this is that earlier in the live stream, Laura had been talking about her dead mother who had passed away 20 years
Hermes.
ago. Based on the footage, viewers believe that her deceased mother might be responsible for the strange activity. But of course, as with most videos, it's not certain if something paranormal was accountable for this. Doubtless, this odd occurrence has left Laura and her son terrified. But what do you think? Had something paranormal been caught on camera? Or Is there some other explanation for this?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have stuff
a mother
on top
hides a
of
camera
my...
inside her daughter's bedroom
That's
and ends
scary.
up capturing something
Why do
pretty
we do
creepy.
this to children?
Now the video
Like, a
itself
baby
comes from
monitor is
Leo
one thing,
Lourdes,
but,
the
like,
mother
that's,
in
like, on the
question,
floor where
who
the daughter
recently moved
plays.
into a
That's
new
weird.
home with her small daughter. Ever since moving in, she's noticed that her daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend. Although it's normal for young children to have make-believe friends, there's something about this imaginary friend that doesn't sit well with Leo.
Hey, so we are just moving in. I'm literally, it's such a mess. I'm sorry, but we're moving into this old house, and my daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend, except for it feels really real. Obviously, it's an imaginary friend, but it's been weirding me out, and I'm wondering if something is triggering it or why it's happening. So I put this camera down and I'm just gonna let it run and we'll see.
Curious as to what goes on inside her daughter's bedroom when she's not around, Leo places a camera on a stand and lets her record 24/7. At first, nothing strange is captured, but
Hermes, are you trying to get on the counter? Lay down. Don't be weird.
then, one night,
being
after
weird.
having dinner, Leo's daughter goes to her bedroom and plays with her so-called imaginary friend. What was
Hermes.
captured has left Leo disturbed. Take a look.
Hey guys, this is what the camera picked up, captured, whatever, a couple nights ago. And I'm freaked out. I really don't know what to make of this.
She's talking to the vent.
And so it's beautiful and funny. What are you both doing? Do you want to play? Do you want to? Do you want to sleep?
Dog mischief poggers is crazy.
Come on, please.
Fuck that. Nah. Why are there boxes in your child's closet? Why are there not clothes in the closet? Why are there boxes? No, I agree.
Somehow, the door opens on its own.
That is weird.
Seeming confused and scared, Leo's daughter carefully walks out of the room. The strangest part about this, though, is the audio of the footage. If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling noise coming out of nowhere. It
Don't
happens
like
right as the
that.
door opens by itself.
We're just moving in? Okay. It sounds like camera feedback. It doesn't sound like anything else. No, it doesn't sound like anything.
Because
It's
of
not
this,
changing in
Leo
pitch.
thinks that
It's
whatever had
not
opened the
like
door
it doesn't
was
sound like
making
it's
this
breathing.
noise.
Like it's
But
a
to
weird
her,
rumbling. It sounds
it
like
seems that her
camera
daughter's
feedback.
imaginary friend might have something to do with this. She has yet to figure out what exactly occurred that night, but for now, the question remains: was something paranormal actually caught on camera, or could something else explain this? If there's one thing that makes a video twice as creepy, it's children staring at something that can't be seen. But even more unsettling is when something near them suddenly moves on its own, suggesting that something might actually be there.
All right.
This next video is just as creepy as the one described. Jamie Primex Sullivan is a mother whose daughter, who at the time of this recording, was acting very strange. According to Jamie, almost every night after tucking her daughter into bed, she would catch her staring off at something in the corner of her room, even though there was clearly nothing there except for darkness. Although creeped out by this common occurrence, it's the following incident that freaks out Jamie the most. Jamie and her daughter Charlie are filming themselves inside their home after going out for dinner. They vlog about their day and eventually start talking about people in their family. However, when Charlie brings up Jamie's deceased grandmother in the conversation, things take a chilling turn. Watch.
But where's your grandma?
Where is my grandma?
Heaven.
Kids are silly. Heaven.
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
Up in heaven. What did she do to make her go up in heaven? Did she do a smoker?
No, she didn't do a smoker. She was just very old. She was almost 93, and her body just got very tired. She was too old.
Why are we filming this conversation with respectfully?
Was she, did your grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
That would scare the
Jamie
shit out of
adds
me.
that her grandmother had called her Jamila growing up, and that there's no way that her daughter could have known this.
I think
as she
the
was
kid's
never told
talking to the
about her
ghost.
nickname.
That's real. I think
Considering
that
Charlie's
this shit's
odd
real.
behavior, such
She
as saying
seems
things that
scared
aren't
as
there,
shit.
among other strange incidents, there's no doubting that Jamie
She
was
looks
deeply
genuinely
unsettled by
disturbed.
this. Just how exactly did Charlie know of her mom's nickname that was given by her grandma, who's been dead for years? While some think that Charlie could have been in contact with the spirit of her deceased great-grandmother, others aren't really sure what to make of this. But whether or not people
What's
believe
the
her,
alternative?
Jamie's convinced that someone or something
That
had
she
made
told
contact with her child.
her daughter the nickname?
To this day, she isn't sure how exactly her daughter knew about her nickname.
Because the rest of the time she was distracted, it's giving reading. Ah.
This next video shows a woman who appears to be very sick. The person recording claims that she might be on
Fair.
her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
What the f is that?
An arm?
It's like something touching her. What the hell is that?
Camera glitch? Oh, she's moving. It's making her move.
What looks to be an arm reaching out to the woman on her supposed deathbed can be seen on camera. It reaches out as though whatever this is trying to comfort the sick woman.
She's awake.
Some viewers have theorized that this might be the ghost of a loved one who is still looking after their partner from beyond the grave. Although pretty wholesome, it is solely a belief. Yet most viewers can't help but think this. But of course, what do you think? Had the ghost of a loved one paid a visit to this woman? Or is there a possible explanation for the ghostly arm? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. It's worth noting that the following video features a doll. So if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one. The video starts off with a
running to
child
the room
who
to
seems
check.
very
I don't know.
excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells her mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to tell their sister about this. However, it's what happens next that has left many viewers disturbed.
I feel like every time there's a mirror
Watch.
like this in one of these videos, the mirror does content. It finally turned on. Michelle. Fuck that.
All of a sudden, what appears to be a doll's head turns around on its own. Even more unsettling is that it turned its head seemingly at the request of the child, who kept asking to turn around and look at the camera.
No.
For this reason, viewers find this
I
video
don't
to
like
be
it.
evidence of something paranormal. It isn't obvious how the mannequin's
I
head
don't
moved on
like
its
it.
own, but as always, I'll let you come up with your own explanations.
I
What
don't like
was it
it.
exactly that made the doll's head move? The following video was posted by a Reddit user whose family has been experiencing strange activity at home. One night, as both he and his family are asleep, his daughter is woken up by something. Her reaction can be heard on camera. Take a look.
Okay. I am sorry to this child. But the way he sprinted through. He's a runner, he's a track star. So scared. Oh, fully dangling. Mom
According
is
to the
fully
daughter,
holding
she
that
had seen a
kid.
shadowy figure inside her room, causing her to react the way she did. She further adds that around the same time, her small radio had turned on by itself. Given all that occurred, one can understand why she was totally freaked out and why the family was shaken up. But this hadn't been the only incident that scared them, as something far more strange had taken place a few weeks prior. It's 3 in the morning when this happens.
Okay. That's weird feedback. Is that it?
An unusual sound can be heard coming out of nowhere.
That's a weird
The father
feedback.
says
That's
he
all it
has
is.
no idea as to where the sound came from, but whatever it was, it definitely spooked them. But for now, these two videos have left the family scratching their heads as they can't think of anything to explain them. Now the following video barely has any information. Where exactly this video had come from is unknown, as the original source is a total mystery. All that is known is that it was found by someone online who reposted the video. In it, a small child is seen lying at a doorway when something pretty baffling happens. Take a look.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
According to viewers, it seems that the child was either kicked or pushed by an unseen force.
What
Even
the
before
fuck?
it happens, they seem to be scared of something, as though they are trying to get away from whoever or whatever is inside this room. The lack of info and the unknown source of this video
That is weird.
makes it hard to determine if it's paranormal or not. For now, it remains a mystery until more info is brought forth.
Number 2.
An indoor home security camera captures
A
something
baby.
pretty creepy on footage. Not much info is given on this video, but it still speaks for itself. A child is walking through a kitchen when suddenly they stop to look at something. What happens next is beyond strange. Take a look.
That dog food? You tell him. She said, fuck off. This is mine. I'm sorry, this diva.
The child, without warning, stops in their tracks and stares at something as though someone were blocking their path.
She was trying to be
They then
nice
have
and
a
you tried to take her
conversation
shit.
with who or whatever it was that they were
This
seeing.
diva wasn't gonna have it.
Now, the possibility of this being a child with an overactive imagination isn't ruled out, but the way in which they interact with this supposed imaginary friend is what frightens the mother of this child. Rosie B., the mother in question, thinks that this may have been a ghost or some otherworldly entity that was forcefully trying to take away her daughter's toys. But even more unsettling is the fact that when Rosie asked her daughter as to who she was talking to, she responded by saying that it was a little girl and a little boy. Overall though, this video is quite strange. The mother has yet to find out the history of her home, as she thinks this might explain this odd occurrence. But until then, this video remains a mystery.
It's the fact that it kept trying to take her shit, and she was like, no. No.
A woman is alone at home when something pretty creepy is
Mistake
caught on
number
camera.
1. No, I'm kidding.
The following video comes from a woman who lives alone with her 2 cats. Every so often, her cats would do things that would make her question whether or not they were children in their past lives. To her, it feels as though she's living with kids. Given how much she loves her cats, she buys a camera to see what they do when she's away from home. The camera she gets has an auto-tracking feature, which basically means that the camera points to wherever it senses movement, tracking wherever the cats go. Although recording everything they do, it seems that buying the camera was a bad idea, as ever since having it, it's been capturing things that are scaring her. The following are just some of the things that happen when she's away from home.
It's not for
Take a
you.
look.
Okay, cats are cats. Cats are weird. But nothing is seen. Yeah, these cameras glitch all the time.
From strange noises that come out of nowhere, to unseen forces that are picked up by the camera, the woman is beyond spooked. Now, it's not only when she's gone that strange things happen. There have been countless instances when something unexplainable occurred while being at home.
It's a ball.
On one occasion, the woman is in the kitchen when all of a sudden, an object on her shelf just launches off on its own.
Yeah, she has cats. This is not that weird.
But creepiest of all is when one day, while sitting on the couch, this happened.
See, I'm a psycho. I'd be like, you better hope you're a ghost and not a
The
person. Because
woman
if
is
it's a
certain that there was
person
no
I catch
draft
you,
when
I'm
this
beating
happened,
the shit
as
out of
according
you.
to her, the whole apartment is sealed just tight enough to prevent any airflow from outside.
Well, you don't know
Given
that.
this
Not
has
really.
never happened before, she finds this very unusual. Sadly enough, it's incidents like this, among many others, that's been causing her a lot of anguish, as she doesn't know what to do to stop this. Whatever it might be that's going on, it's taking a toll on her mental health.
Why do we have a camera in our home
Out of all
like
occurrences,
this?
one in particular has pushed her to take action by seeking help from others. The incident is nonetheless pretty creepy. This is what was caught.
My last apartment because my cats could open doors. Yep, no, it's not. Me and my hermetically sealed apartment. Yeah. As she's smoking inside. Are you okay, baby? What happened?
Stop, viens. Attends. Viens. Connard. Espèce de connard. Viens. Laisse cette putain de porte tranquille maintenant.
Leave the damn door alone. Oh, my baby. Come here.
C'est moi. C'est moi, regarde. C'est moi.
The cat's freaked out.
Regarde. Viens. C'est moi, t'inquiète pas. C'est rien, hein?
Jesus. I mean, this would freak me out. The other cat on the counter, like, why are you guys being so loud?
Vas-y, éclate-toi, maman. Vas-y. Comme petit de force, vas-y.
Asshole, said the ghost is very funny.
C'est moi, n'aie pas peur. N'aie pas peur, c'est moi. Non.
The kitty is scared.
C'est rien, ma vie. Viens. Viens. Viens là. Viens. Viens, mon cœur. Allez. Viens.
Once again, the door just somehow moves on its own. Even the cat appears to be scared as it quickly jumps off the bed after sensing
Cat's
something
like, don't
wrong.
leave me in here with this thing.
It quickly rushes out of the doorway as to avoid being crushed by the door. Naturally, the woman was left
Yeah,
shaken
she's
up.
the cat's freaked
If
out
no
by her
draft had
because
caused
it
this,
looks to the
then
cat
how did
like
it
she
close on its
lunged
own?
at it.
As with previous incidents,
anyone
she
else.
can't seem to
Cats
explain
are weird.
this. But like always, you be the judge as to whether or not something paranormal occurred. Is this woman actually experiencing paranormal activity? Or is something else going on here? Thanks for watching, and I hope
Alright.
you enjoyed. Until next time.
We are done for tonight. We're just now we can yap for a second. We're almost at 3 hours. Hello, chat. Let's see. Hermes. Why are we barking? Why are we barking at things, Hermes? As someone with 4 cats, yeah, cats are weird. It's like living with a jump scare, you know? Cats are silly. Cats just be doing things like that. Okay, we'll be live tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe we go live a little earlier. I don't have any, I had appointments and stuff today and meetings, so there's no Friday video, so I just got all my posting stuff to do. What else? I've got... Yeah, just gotta do my posting stuff and then we can go live a little earlier maybe. Heard you say we can yap. Meanwhile, my dog is just a very stupid criminal. There you go. If I ever live with a door slamming ghosts, I'm buying wedges and forcing them open. I mean, that's fair. Keeping everything locked up. Let's see. Who's live? I think we're rating Game Pass Dad today, chat. Game Pass Dad. Copy. Thank you. Thank you for liking my sweater. All right, Twitch, y'all are raiding out to go get raid Game Pass. Nope, not raid. Raid. There we go. All right. Be nice. Have fun with Game Pass, Dad. I think he's playing Arc Raiders. Have fun. YouTube, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll stay a little longer. You know how it goes. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Thank you guys for hanging out. Bye.